Assalamualaikum, good morning, and salam satu Malaysia. My name is Khairul Afrina binti Kasol. I from group UPSI16. Okay, my ID number is D20102046097. Now I want to give a speech, and the title of my speech is Criteria and Ideal Teacher. Teachers hold an important role in a country. Why? Because the teacher is the one who taught us what we do not know, introducing the world with all its contents, guide and direct and shape our character. Maybe if translated the teacher's role in our lives, this paper will be very long. We admit it or not, we will not be like today without teachers. Starting since we were kids to college, teachers are always there to educate us. Figure teacher has a strategic role in the educational process, particularly in the institutional and instructional. An ideal education policy would only be a slogan without the involvement of the teacher, because the teacher is spearheading the implementation of various concepts and educational policy. The main criteria for teachers candidates in the style of traditional boarding schools emphasize on academic aspects. Classic books share a high level and a strong personality and monitor under the direct guidance, but the skills taught not get full attention. There is not limit how long a time has counted worthy to be a teacher, depending on individual ability and blessing. If the modern consumption actually not much different from a traditional international boarding school, just modern emphasis on three aspects: language, professional, general knowledge, and teaching skills. The third aspect consists of two parts, theory and practice. The theory portion includes pedagogical, didactic, and methodology, while the practice includes two stages: the preparation by means of an empty classroom teaching, and indeed the way the classes are taught under the supervision of a senior teacher. Perform before starting teaching practice, such as training, preparation, write, draw on the whiteboard, and speak in front of student training. Many possible ways for formal or non-formal education institution is preparing future teachers, but there are four types of assumption appropriate to expect teachers' education. Namely, first, teachers who have major personality. Second, teachers are able to teach with a good delivery method. Third, the teachers who is able to build positive interaction with perform shows that he has ability to educate as measured by mastery of material, methods, media, and other criteria. Many ways to achieve the ideal teacher image, for example, teachers training patterns, placement and construction for teachers, and teachers' welfare guarantees. From a long way, teachers' training has an important role as a first step in preparing future teachers. Thus, the creation of quality teacher candidates should be maintenance efforts of quality teachers training in order to accomplish the purpose of the implementation of the educational world. Based on law, teachers teachers are Teachers are professional educators who have the primary responsibility to educate, guide, teach, instruct, assess, train and evaluate students on educational parts of formal education. The figure of the ideal teacher is professional teacher. Professional teacher is the teacher who can do a good job. Ideal teacher is a desire by the student in the teacher is the teacher who can establish a good relationship with his students. Teachers are able to establish rapport with students will understand how to deal with students. The teachers know that the exact method to teach students. A variety of teaching methods have been described by scholars and teachers live in accordance with the conditions of students applying. The teachers and ideal teachers is able to establish a good communication. A teacher must be able to establish good communication with the students, parents, or with some of the surrounding communities. A teacher must know the development of students. The ideal teacher should regularly monitor the progress of students to be able to know the advantages and disadvantages to students with good teaching can run well. Ideal teachers should know the whole needs of the students according to the level of development. Teachers should be able to befriend pupils and students learning as well as friends, so that teacher can find out what the difficult being experienced by the student in learning. The ideal teacher should be competent and intelligent. There is a place for students to anticipate indecent because it was too close to the teacher. Teachers should always give positive things to children and able to be firm but still wise to all students. Good teachers should not favoritism towards students. Every student is unique. They have their own character until the needs for teachers to know the character of the protege. This order can be split with attention to all students. The ideal teacher is a teacher who presents is always expected of all students. Another feature of the ideal teacher is a teacher attitude should be applied from early. That is when teachers teach elementary school, junior high and high school must have ideal properties as a teacher. Even so, all teachers should be highly ideal teacher with specific criteria. Appropriate teachers among them, namely instructor. Good teacher should be teaching means of imparting knowledge that is knows the protege from becoming know, not know. That's the role of the teacher as an instructor, make students know. Okay, second, educator. An educator teacher broader role than simply in imparting knowledge. Here, teacher needs to teach students that have a general personality. People behave decently and speak words that are the result manner teach education. Okay, as an example, teachers should be role models for students. Whatever will be difficult to accept, the teacher taught the student. If the teacher behavior cannot be emulated, maybe student can only absorb knowledge presented. Unlimited academic knowledge alone. Depraved teacher can be a model for the behavior of students. They will imitate with the teacher. Behavior necessarily exemplary teachers for all students. Okay, next, number 4 is older people. Older people. Either teachers can act as a parents to their proteges. Means the teacher should be consider student as her own son. So the teaching and the learning process full of kindness. Teacher will notice and care about the student's progress. Okay, number 5 is consultant or counselor. Okay, that means teacher can be a consultant or counselor to the student. Okay, teacher should also be a consultant or mentor to his students, not only consultant in the field of education but in the general. Only teachers can guide students to life. Means teachers should instruct students to earn their ambition and dreams. Okay, what they want to be when they want to grow up and when they to go to work. Okay, teachers should the part that must be followed, accompanied by the sign purporting commands that must be obeyed. Okay, there's the next example for the criteria of an ideal teacher is the characteristics of an ideal teacher. Teacher can establish communication with the well. Teacher must be able to establish good communication with, be it to student, guidance of students, and the surrounding communities, means around in as the out there lah, outside there. Okay, next, teacher knows the student development. Either teacher must constantly monitor their student to be able to know the advantages and disadvantages of students with both as needed. Okay, teacher must tell the student what he can do, what they cannot do, what is good for them, as it's not good for them. Okay. Okay, next, teacher is able to make friends with student as well as a learning partner for student. Okay, that means not as a teacher, but teacher also can be a friend of student. So the student can share everything to teacher, like problems, any problem that they have, they can share with their teacher, because the teacher can be their friend or can be their someone that they close. Okay, next. That teachers are able to know what are the difficulties experienced by students in the learning materials. Always authoritative and wise for students who do not anticipate polite due to proximity with the teacher. Then the teacher always give positive things to the student to not make it and be assertive and thoughtful to our student. Teacher who do not choose love. The boy's child is unique. It has characters, so it is necessary for teachers to know all the characters of their students, so that also that teachers can give attention to all students. Okay, either teacher is a teacher who always expects is present to all students. Okay, and the conclusion is it may be difficult to be a teacher. To be it may be difficult to finding a right teacher, but if there is a will from the teacher to be an ideal teacher is not the case impossible to set up. So that's all is my speech. Hope you can hear, and thank you.